Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me on another video. Today I want to go through a little thing about the taskbar, the Windows taskbar here on Windows 10, and also the Windows menu screen, that the menu tiles that you get up at the side here. Now, although Windows 10 and Windows 8 and all the way back have had the taskbar, and they've also had a menu at the side here. Of course, Windows 10 you've got the button that come back now onto the main screen. There are ways that you can change it, you can adapt it, you can move it around, you can do things with it that you might not necessarily know, but might be actually coming in handy for you a little way down the line if you're doing certain things. So I thought it might be quite a good idea to do a bit of a tutorial to show you some of the things that you can do with the taskbar and with the start menu. So if I go into the start menu here, and you will see that obviously I've got my tiles here on the right hand side, and here I've got a list of all of the apps and applications and programs that I've got on the left. So one of the first things that you can do is you can move these tiles around. So I can grab hold of this Office one and I can move it over here if I wanted to, or I can move it back over there if I want it with the rest of my Office applications. If I want to have the Word one a little bit bigger, if I right click on it, firstly you see all of the documents that you've recently done, which is quite good if you want to grab something quickly without having to go into Windows itself. But you can also resize it, so I can make it medium so it's the same size as the Office one, and I can also shrink it down again if I want to make it smaller. Another thing that I can do if I wanted to is I can right click on it, I can go into more, and I can pin it to the taskbar. So now it's down here and it's going to stay down there if I want it for something that I'm going to be using all of the time. And of course I can right click on it again and unpin it. So that's quite a good thing that you can do. And of course, because you can move these all around, you can group them together into whatever configuration you want. Anything that you use more often than other things, you can group all them together to make it a bit easier for you to use it. And also on the ones down the side here, for example, because these are all available like in front of your eyes, some of these things you might have down here right at the bottom here, some of the applications, you might not want to have to keep going back into your windows, scrolling all the way down to get to a particular program that you've got down here. So for example, if I've got the VLC application down here, I can hold it down and drag it into here, and it's already in here already, so I'll try something else. I'll do the video editor, I'll drag that one in here, and there you go, it drops into here. So that means that if I'm coming into my computer, I haven't got to then go into the taskbar and go all the way down to get to my voice recorder or my video editor. It's right here, and I can drag that wherever I want it. If I want it over there, I can make it bigger or smaller. So I can go into here and resize it, make it as large as I want it, so I know exactly where it is. There it is. Also, you've got the weather here, weather apps. You have the weather app on here, and these are a live tile, so you can right click on it, go into more, and you can turn the tile off, so that means you won't get the live weather updates. And if you're only seeing this and you want to have the live weather updates, just go into more, turn the tile on, and after a little while it will refresh with the live updated weather. So that's quite a good thing to have on there as well if you like to have these things in front of your eyes, something you can pick up really quickly. And that's pretty much it for this part of the menu itself. Another little thing that you can do is if you hover over the button and right click on it, you get a different menu come up, and this menu basically has a lot of the different things that you find on your computer. So for example, if you want to quickly dip into the device manager, you can do that from here rather than going into the computer itself. You can quickly dip into your device manager, and various other things that you can do from there by right clicking on it. You can also of course shut down as you normally would, but there's lots of other places that you can access on your computer just by doing that, which is quite cool. Now when it comes to the bar down the bottom here, this is a little bit different, because if you right click on it, you get the options for the taskbar. Now if you go into taskbar settings, this is where you can do some pretty funky things with your taskbar. For example, you can lock it so it stays where it is. You can hide the taskbar in desktop mode, so if you turn that on, the taskbar dips away, and when you put your arrow key over it, you'll come back up. And that's quite a good idea if you want to use the whole screen for looking at documents or reading texts or whatever, or browsing the internet. Then you can have it disappear, and then you can extend your page right the way down to the bottom, which is quite a good feature. And you can turn that back on again up there. You can also have it, this is the option for desktop mode. If you have a hybrid laptop that turns into a tablet, you can have it so that it will hide the taskbar when you disconnect the keyboard. So it will automatically hide the taskbar to make the screen bigger, so you can access tablet mode, which is quite good. You can also use small taskbar buttons, so you can change them into smaller buttons here if you would like to have a lot of things pinned to your taskbar. That's quite a good feature to use. You can also do other things on here. You can change where you want the taskbar to be, I should say. So at the moment it's at the bottom, but I can have it on the right if I want to, so then it pops up on the right, or I can have it, if I choose to, at the top, popping up at the top. So basically wherever you think you might want it to be, you can change it around. And there are other things that you can do as well. You can have it on multiple displays. I don't have multiple displays, but if you did, you can have it so that it shows the taskbar on all of the displays that you have. You can have contacts on here as well. You can add your contacts, which I've got down here, and you can have a notification pop up when one of the people that you follow goes online and things like that. So there's quite a few little options that you can do in there, which is quite cool. It's quite a good system to have in terms of being able to customize it, because there are many things that you might want to add to your taskbar that you might not necessarily know that you have the options to. So it's quite good to have the options on here to change the way that it works, and to change the layout of the actual buttons itself. Now what you can also do is have, if I'll show you what I did there, I right clicked on it and I went into show touch keyboard button. So if I go into that little icon here and I touch that, I get a little keyboard pop up. Now this is obviously quite good if you're in tablet mode, because then you can type in things or add things if you're going along. It's also quite good in some cases if your keyboard stops working, because although obviously you have to have it enabled in the first place, it is quite good if you've got a touch screen, because then you can just touch on that and then you can add things into your search bar, or whatever it is you've got on at the moment. So I'll take that away. All you need to do is go into there, uncheck show touch keyboard, and that will disappear. And that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show you a few little things that you can do. I'm glad that you liked it. If you do like it, please touch the like button for me. That would be really appreciated. And of course, please subscribe for more helpful videos about Windows and various other things, as well as other technological news as it comes along. So until next time, thank you very much for joining me. Goodbye.